morning and happy Monday. It is, Monday, June 28th. Welcome to another weekly vlog. It's been a hot minute since I've done a weekly vlog. If you have not been following along with my channel, then you may not know that I am pregnant. I will be in my third trimester, so I'm rounding out this pregnancy slowly but surely. Next week, I'll be in my third trimester. So this pregnancy is going by. I'm having a little boy. I already have a little girl, as many of you know. And this pregnancy has kicked my behind. I have had such low energy and just have not felt well pretty much the whole time. You might be able to hear I'm continually struggling with sinus issues that are related to what's called pregnancy rhinitis, which is like a sinus inflammation related to pregnancy. It's super fun. We've also had like the nausea, this, that, and the other. Many women experience these kinds of things while pregnant, and that's why I have not been on YouTube as much. So it's not like a pity party situation. It's just like I got to be realistic about what I can actually do in a day. And so YouTube has been on the back burner. But I'm excited to be back here for at least some of this week, maybe this whole week. We will see. It's Monday morning. Ooh, this baby is kicking me. He's getting so big. We finally found a name. We chose a name for him. I don't know if I'll share before he's born or when he's born. We haven't decided on that yet, but we have officially picked out a name. If you've watched my pregnancy announcement video, then you know that we had originally intended on the trains going by. I'm sitting in Riley's studio's parking lot, about to go in and work. We had originally intended on trying to find a name that started with an R because of like the past few generations. The boys' names, my husband's name, his late father's name were all initials RQL, and then Riley is obviously RQL. And so this baby, the middle name for this baby will be Quinn. And so we were trying to find an R name for this baby. There are some beautiful R names for little boys, but there was nothing that just stuck. It didn't feel like we could not agree on one. And then some of the ones that one of us liked, the other one didn't like. And then some of them just didn't sound right with our last name or whatever. So we ditched the R idea and we picked out a name with a different letter. So it'll still be really cool because Riley's father's middle name was Quinn and Riley's middle name's Quinn. And this baby's middle name will be Quinn. So like I said, I don't know if we're sharing the first name. I don't know. I need to talk to Riley. He probably won't care. So this week we are back from vacation. We went to the Outer Banks in North Carolina all of last week, and it was beautiful. We were in Duck, North Carolina. If you are familiar with the Outer Banks, it was lovely. We rented alongside my nuclear family an oceanfront home, and we just had a really good time. We spent lots and lots of time on the beach enjoying it. Nora, my daughter, loved the sand, loved playing in the ocean, loved playing with her cousin Henry. It was just a really fun trip. And so I'm getting back into the swing of things here now this week. I got up this morning and I thought I should probably like do my hair and my makeup because I want to start a weekly vlog. And then I thought, no, can't be bothered to do that. It is like energy conservation mode these days. That is it. So the story is that if you aren't familiar, I think most of you are, I run an online shop that mostly sells t-shirts, sells a few other things, but mostly sells t-shirts. And currently there is an extreme supply issue with garments all across the US as a result of COVID bottlenecks that have been created over the past 18 months. So this is clearly not the only industry that's been affected. And so what we have done, or what we are going to do, is sort of pivot, and instead of making every garment to order, I am going to do this month we're in June right now, in a couple of days we'll be in July. In July, I'm going to do just like a huge inventory sale. So everything will be discounted. All of the garments will be pre-embroidered or pre-screen printed. So they'll ship out like same day, next day, like very quickly kind of thing. And they'll be discounted. So, and there will probably be a free shipping threshold. So if you buy like 2 or 3 garments, you'll get free shipping. So make sure you are following me on Instagram at Blair Lamb Design if you are interested in snagging a few of those from the inventory sale. This will be the biggest inventory sale we've ever done. Usually it's about 200 garments. I would guess that this would be at least 400 to 500. So there will be a lot. I have a lot of work ahead of me this week, but I'm looking forward to jumping back in. So like I said, I'm sitting out front of Riley's studio. I'm going to head inside and kind of get my day going here. I am vlogging on my phone again, like I did with the last vlog that I put up. It just, again, path of least resistance is where we are right now with this pregnancy. Anything that makes life easier is what I am choosing. I actually have been feeling so run down and so exhausted that I had my midwives, I asked them about it, and they ran a pretty extensive panel on my blood work to see if there was anything out of the ordinary, like if I had low iron or was anemic, you know, or like anything like that. And everything came back not only normal, but like a better than normal. And so they're like, this is just... Pregnancy sometimes just is so exhausting, especially a second pregnancy, you know, when you have a toddler at home. And so I'm taking B12 drops and vitamin D and trying to take, you know, do all the things, eat a balanced diet, take walks outside, drink lots of water, get lots of rest. But many of you know that even with all of that, it's still sometimes a little much. So I promise I won't whine about my energy this entire vlog, but just know your girl is so tired. Before I waste all of my energy just chatting it up in this car, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to throw my hair in a ponytail. I'm going to go inside and I am going to get this inventory sale rolling. What I'm going to do right now is go and sort all of the garments that I have up here that have come in that are blank. They don't have anything on them yet. Sort them by design so they can be printed and embroidered this week, and that way over the next week or two I can start listing them, which is a critical part of any sale because people need to know what they're ordering. So welcome to my week. I've just finished sorting everything up here, so some of these boxes just have dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of garments. And then I've sorted them based on, of course, the design. Some have fewer, but they all actually have quite a bit. So there will be lots in the inventory sale. And this is in addition to several hundred garments that I already have printed and embroidered up at my office. So all of these, we are doing a whole lot of the castle design for all of my Disney lovers because that is such a good bestseller. I have a handful of screen printed designs here. The mama design, and then the last couple over here are airplane mode, and then the making magical memories. So it feels good to get all this done, and these will get completed over the next probably 2 weeks or so, and then as they get completed I will list them. So I was up at Riley's studio for about 90 minutes doing all of that I just showed you, and now I'm up at my own office, and I just spent the past hour. I put my AirPods in and talked to my mom and got all of this done. So all of these garments were in various boxes packed away. Some were slid under here, some were back there in the closet. And what I wanted to do was sort them by size because I have to list each one of these individually for this inventory sale. So all of this is in addition to everything that you just saw that's up at the studio getting printed and embroidered. So there's a lot. So I just decided to lay it out by the size, and I just taped signs on the wall. So of course that says no size. This does have a size, but it's a child size, and it's just one. I only have one that's a child size. And then that's an apron. Obviously that's a baseball hat. There's a couple of those. Those are dish towels and laundry bags. So everything aside from that shirt is no size. Then here's my extra small and small pile. And then medium, large, extra large, 2X, 3X, and 4X is over there. And then, like I said, everything that's coming in. This is funny. So this is the wall. I have like a ring light and a setup that I put here when I'm taking listing photos. And Riley wanted me to take a photo of this. So I am not somebody who watches any kind of scary movies, horror films of any kind ever at all for any reason because I dislike it so much. But on the other hand, Riley, it's his very favorite thing. And so some of you may recognize this shirt. The pattern and whatnot is from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And so, crazy enough, the UPS, is it the UPS man or the mailman, the USPS guy up at Riley's studio, got to talking to him like over a year ago and saying how much he loves horror films and he goes to horror conventions and he just like loves it, and Riley's like totally into all that kind of stuff. And so he said that he actually connected with the actor, who I don't even know, I'm sure all of you are yelling out the name of the actor who wore this in the movie. Well, apparently he used to always wear this shirt that he had taken off set to these conventions because it's apparently so recognizable to people who are into that kind of thing. And the shirt got destroyed in some way. So the actor gave what was left of the shirt or something to this male guy who's his friend, who then gave it to Riley, and Riley redigitized the whole pattern of the fabric. It was very tedious. It took him months. I mean, this is like pretty amazing. He like redigitized and recreated the pattern and then sent that graphic file off, and then it was made into fabric, and then that fabric was taken to a professional seamstress, and that person made several of the shirts to give to the actor. And then I guess the male guy has a huge horror film collection in like his basement or some kind of thing like that, so he got one of them. And then the male guy said, Riley, for all of your work, would you like one? And Riley was like, oh my gosh, yes, I would love one. So when he brought it home, unfortunately, I was like, what's this? And he's like, this is this and this is like, he was so excited. So anyway, so he brought it up here because he wants me to take a professional like studio picture. He brought it up here just the other day. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for him sometime so that he has like a professional studio picture of it for posterity's sake. I think he wants to send it to a few people and put it online and what, you know, whatever. So it's really cool. I mean, it's not my like bag, but for Riley, I think it's really cool that he like got to be a part of this whole thing. And so if you're a horror person and you like watching that kind of thing, isn't that neat? Isn't that cool? Okay, so the next thing I need to start to do is, now that these are all sorted by size, I will probably start down here. Oh, and then I do have one box. I always call them not quite perfect. So it's usually there's a little snag, there's a little ink stain, there's a little, just something that makes the garment not quite perfect. So it's even at a deeper discount, but there's only 4 or 5 garments in there. So what I will probably go ahead and do is, I'm getting really tedious here, but basically I need to put all of these garments onto a spreadsheet so I can have like inventory. And then from there, I will start photographing them and listing them online. But I will stop talking about all of this Etsy stuff. Just know this is what I'm going to be up to all week, is doing all of this. It'll probably take me a couple of weeks, but it'll be great. It'll be so great. All right, last work update of the day. It's about 3:15 and I need to head home to relieve our nanny at 3:30. So I'm heading out here in a second. Riley and I ran to Schlotzsky's for lunch a couple of hours ago, but I have successfully input into my spreadsheet about 150 garments. So everything on this table, everything on this table, and everything on this table. So the no size through large of what I have here are complete and they are input. So it's about 150 garments, like I said. So I still need to do what I have here, extra large, and then 2X, 3X, and 4X, plus everything that I sorted up this morning. So it was a very, very productive work day. I wheeled my chair in here to work on the inventory, but I'm gonna head home and see my baby, say goodbye to my nanny for the day, and get dinner going here shortly because it's 3:30. So in the next hour and a half, 2 hours, gotta get dinner rolling. All right, it's a little after 6 now and I just finished dinner. So we are having mini meatloaves tonight and some green beans and some roasted sweet potatoes and onions. A little... Nora, are you hungry?
You want to eat?
She's been playing with Play-Doh with Riley while I have finished cooking.
You hungry?
There's Charlie. All right, so here's my plate. A couple of the little mini meatloaves, so good, and just some canned green beans, and then some of the sweet potatoes and onions. And Nora is having the same. We have done baby-led weaning with her ever since she was 6 months old. So she just always has pieces of whatever we're eating, and she will eat literally anything as a result. So it's been really successful for us, and we've really enjoyed it because we don't have to make any extra meals. We just chop up whatever we're eating, and she goes for it. Right, Nor? Is that yummy?
It's hot.
Hot. And for dessert tonight, I made some homemade blueberry cobbler, and I just pulled it out of the oven. It's still sizzling, and we're gonna have this with some vanilla ice cream for a little dessert. All right, here's the blueberry cobbler all dished up with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. It looks amazing.
I want you to know that I've had hundreds of cobblers in my life. Hundreds. Peach, blackberry, Burberry, is that a berry? Cherry.
That's a brand.
No. My grandma, my Aunt Reba called them something weird. There's some weird berries.
Huckleberries?
Dewberries.
What is
Dewberry
that?
gobbler, I don't know. But this is the best cobbler I've ever had in my life. Bar none.
I'll leave a link to the recipe below.
Far and away.
I love it because it just uses 16 ounces of any frozen fruit. So we had a frozen bag of blueberries. That's what I used.
Yeah.
And the last time I used a frozen bag of peaches.
Yeah, use whatever. So good.
Also, I showed everyone today your Texas Chainsaw Massacre shirt that was hanging up.
Yeah.
So, and you're wearing, I said Riley loves horror, and as you can see.
Yeah, the Texas Chainsaw one, I'm very proud of that. It took a long time. There's a lot of light work, but
Yeah.
super cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah. Did you take a picture of it?
Not yet, but I'm going to.
Hello. I know I'm out of the swing of things with weekly vlogging because it is 3 p.m. and I haven't checked in yet today, but it's been a very productive day. I got up very early. I've been getting up around 6:30 this summer, which is not my norm. I am not a morning person, but just with the summer, I don't know, I've been getting up earlier. So I got up early, had some breakfast, some coffee. Nora got up shortly thereafter. We had a good little morning here together, and then we met up with my mama friend and her daughter and took a long walk for like an hour at the local park, and then came back here and did lunch, and Nora is napping now. We did lunch and played for a while, and then she took a nap. So she's been down for about an hour and a half, so she's probably going to be up very soon. It is a nice day today. It's only, right now, it's like the heat of the day, and it's only 86 degrees, which we're in late June in Texas. Like, that's very cool. It's been raining a lot, and it's just kept the weather cool. It's been really nice. Like, when we walked this morning, it was only 73 degrees. And I know, like, the Pacific Northwest is having a heat wave, so it's just, like, wild. My nails are, like, embarrassed. Like, can you tell? They're, like, so long. So long. Because my normal appointment would have been last week, but I was out of town, so it's in 2 more days. I can't wait to get them cut short and redone and all that. I talked in my last vlog about getting on a manicure schedule during this pregnancy, so if you care to hear about that, you can go watch that vlog. So tonight we're going to do grilled chicken and salad for dinner, and yeah, just have like a low-key, easy, that's been the name of the game with this pregnancy. Easy meals, low-key evenings, that kind of thing. So while Nora naps, I did like all the laundry and housework yesterday. So I'm just going to relax, honestly, while she continues to sleep. Riley was home for lunch and he just left. But I thought I'd check in because I totally forgot to. And I'll show you guys our dinner when I make it later.
I decided to start watching Luca while Nora finishes up her nap, and I figure I'll finish it later tonight after she goes to sleep. It's really cute so far. Riley is outside. Well, first of all, it's 6:30 p.m. Riley is outside grilling. I have some pasta boiling
and I just made some caprese salad, which is just tomato with mozzarella and basil, and then traditionally it's a drizzle of olive oil with salt and pepper, and then I added some balsamic glaze on top as well. So we're gonna have caprese salad with some pasta and chicken on top. Easy summer meal, sounds delicious. And I'm ready to go to bed afterwards. Good morning. It is Wednesday now. It's Wednesday, June 30th. Can you see Nora? She's sitting at the table coloring. It's about 9 o'clock. My nanny, Nora's nanny, will be here any minute now. And I got myself together today. I have 2 meetings. One is over Zoom and one is in person this afternoon. The one this afternoon I'm really excited about, so we'll see how it goes. But I'll tell you about that later. I did not sleep like hardly at all last night, just pregnancy insomnia. I even ended up taking something and I still could not sleep. So I was up for 4 or 5 hours straight. I ended up coming out here to the kitchen. I made a light snack. I watched some TV, which is the only thing to do in the middle of the night. And I don't know, eventually I sort of fell back asleep. I'm really tired today, but I'm really tired every day, so welcome to it. I think I promised at the beginning of this vlog not to complain about energy, but it's just marked this pregnancy. I have never been so run down my whole life. So I'm gonna take my B12 and my vitamin D and all my morning vitamins that help with energy. Help a little bit. And I'm going to eat some breakfast here, and I'm going to be heading out here in the next 20 minutes or so. And my first meeting, like I said, is is over Zoom. It is a mentorship session. I have just a handful of mentorship sessions left before my maternity leave for that starts. I think actually they're all booked up. I don't think there's any more available. So if you have been interested in booking a mentorship session with me, there's always information about that in my more info bar below, and that will reopen in the new year. I'm sorry, I'm just, whoo. All right, so happy Wednesday, here we go. It's a work day. I'm gonna get some food, definitely gonna get some coffee, and we'll see how it goes. It's about 5:15 now, and I just relieved our nanny for the day, and I'm about to make some dinner. So tonight for dinner, we're going to have pizza. Now, this is a recipe that I discovered when Riley and I were both doing Weight Watchers last summer, and it is so good. We continue to do it all the time. So it's 1 cup of self-rising flour and then 1 cup of plain non-fat Greek yogurt, and you mix those together, and that makes the dough, and then you add whatever you want on top. So I have some pizza sauce, and I'm going to make 2 pizzas. I'm going to use some leftover chicken from last night and toss it in some Frank's Red Hot buffalo sauce, and do a buffalo onion pizza with a little bit of cheddar for the cheese. And I have the roasted onions left over from the other night. And then the other pizza, I think I'm just going to do pepperoni. So it'll be really, really good and easy, and it uses up some leftovers. Super simple. And then you just bake it for 20-ish minutes, depending on your oven, maybe 25, maybe 18. Like I said, depending on your oven, at 400 degrees. So easy peasy. All right, I just finished making the dough, which again is 1 part non-fat plain Greek yogurt to 1 part self-rising flour, which is different than all-purpose flour. It does need to be self-rising flour. And so in this case, I used a cup of each, which makes 2 decent-sized pizza crusts. The pizza crust does not taste like tangy, like yogurt. It's just really good, fresh pizza crust, and it's so easy. So I'm going to go ahead and add all the toppings, and I'll show you them before I pop them into the oven. Here they are before they're going into the oven. This is the buffalo chicken one. So I have the crust and then the pizza sauce, and then I sprinkled the crust with the Flavor God seasoning that's called Garlic Lovers. It is absolutely delicious. Just sprinkled the whole crust with that. Then I added some mozzarella and a little bit of cheddar cheese. I took the chicken that was left over that we grilled last night and chopped it up into little pieces and tossed it in the buffalo sauce, and then put that around, and then the onions, and then sprinkled the top with Parmesan cheese. And then this one, I know this is extremely controversial, but I put little pineapple tidbits on part of it. I think Nora will really like that. I do actually like pineapple on pizza. I hardly ever order it or eat it, but I don't mind it. I don't know if Riley likes it or not. I would guess he does not like it because he's not a sweets person, and that would be like sweet on a savory. I know a lot of people, it's very controversial. I understand that. And then the other half is far less controversial, and I just did the other half with pepperoni. So I'm going to pop these in the oven for 20 minutes, and I'll show you when they come out. All right, here are the pizzas out of the oven. They look good. The lighting on here is kind of weird, but they definitely look good. And it turns out Riley does like pineapple on his pizza. I was surprised by that fact. So we're going to go ahead and cut these up and enjoy our dinner. Dinner is finished. It was so delicious. That buffalo chicken pizza turned out especially good, but all of it was really yummy. And one thing I love about that meal is how easy the cleanup is. It's like a couple of dishes and you're done. So we finished cleaning it up. Riley just ran up to his office because he forgot that we have our ice maker replacement part came in to his office. So he's gonna bring it back here and fix our ice maker, which has been out for about a month. Hello, it is after dinner now. I am getting myself ready for bed. I'm going to go ahead and take my makeup off and all that. One little thing I wanted to talk about before I sign off for today is what I was up to this afternoon. So I had said this morning that I had 2 meetings. One was a Zoom mentorship session, which went great. If you were watching, Carissa, it was wonderful to meet you and chat with you this morning. And then this afternoon, I had a meeting in person with a woman who has now been hired as my new shop assistant, which is wonderful. So I had a shop assistant for my online shop for about a year before she and her husband moved out of state. And so she could no longer be my shop assistant because it is not a virtual assistant position. It is a local hands-on, helping me ship, helping me do all that kind of stuff position. Listen, I know some people think that these makeup removal towels are the worst thing like you could ever do for your face. Just give me a break. I'm using it and then I will thoroughly double cleanse and wash my face, but this is just the easiest way to get the bulk of the makeup off first before I do all that. Anyway, so this woman that I met up with today, she is someone that Riley knows and grew up with, and I have met a few times before today, but she and her husband just moved back to this area after being away for the past 5 years. And when I heard she was moving back, one of our mutual friends said, you know, she might be interested if you're still looking for somebody. So I said, okay, cool. So we got coffee today and talked through everything, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great. So she will start next week with me, which is going to be fantastic because that will give us this summer to get her trained and prepared and ready so that by the time this baby arrives in the fall, I will have someone who is fully onboarded to help fulfill orders before the busiest time of year, which for pretty much all people in retail is the fourth quarter, is Black Friday and Christmas shopping and all that. So really exciting. And then so today's Wednesday, and then this Friday, I have a meeting with a prospective nanny. So by the end of this week, I might have both of those positions filled. If you don't know, we have a nanny that we like adore with all of our hearts, but she is moving away, far away. And so she will no longer be able to be Nora's nanny. And hi, Nora. Speaking of which, you want to come say hi? You want to come say hi? Say hi. Where did you find this Patsy? This is a baby Patsy. That's a tiny baby Patsy. Where did you find that? Where did you find that? You got Duffy? Duffy? Oh, can you say hi? I don't want your Patsy. I don't want your Patsy. You want me to hold you?
Hi.
Hi, you see yourself in the mirror? So anyway, that's the story. All the praise hands for having an assistant and possibly hiring a nanny. So our current nanny leaves in the next 6 to 8 weeks. And so this person hopefully will step in around then, and we'll get to know Nora, and Nora will get to know her. I know, it's so sad to say goodbye. You got Mickey and Duffy. We'll hopefully get to know Nora so that by the time this baby comes, we will have some extra hands on deck that Nora loves and trusts. Right? Yeah. Yeah. All right, I gotta go get this little girl in her PJs and ready for bed. You say night-night. Say night-night. She's like, what am I looking at?
Hi.
Hi. All right, well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. You got your bear? Yeah, and Mickey. See you tomorrow. Good morning. It is about 11:30 now on Thursday, July 1st. Nora and I just got back from taking a walk, and the Texas heat has descended upon us. We got like halfway through the walk, which is like basically the point of no return because now you have to walk all the way back. And I was like done, but we were like 1.5 miles plus from our car. And so, yeah. So I just took it real slow, drank tons of water, but it was like 90 to 95 degrees, humid, no clouds, just like hot. So we just got home a couple minutes ago, and I took a quick cool body shower just to cool off, and I've just been drinking lots of water and been giving her lots of water, and she was in the stroller, but it was still just like really, really hot. So it was a good start. I'm trying to keep my activity level up this summer while I'm pregnant because it's so important, but it's hard. So today I am going to get my nails done. I talked in my last vlog that I put up on this channel that when I was pregnant with Nora, every 2 weeks I went and got eyelash extensions, and this pregnancy I've been getting my nails done every 2 weeks, and right now I have like they're so grown out. Actually, right now it's been 3 weeks because I was out of town and my manicurist only works on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So I missed my window of opportunity. So this is 3 weeks grown out. They look awful. But I wanted this color is OPI's Cajun Shrimp. It's one of my favorite bright reddish corally summer colors. And I wanted that for the beach. And I think I'm going to go back to a more neutral pink tone. That's more my like everyday speed situation. So I'm gonna go do that in about an hour while Riley's home for lunch, because it only takes about 45 minutes. And so he'll come home for lunch and he can keep Nora while I go and do that. I'm looking forward to that because these girls are so grown out. Also, if you probably didn't notice, but my actual diamond ring, like engagement ring and wedding band, this is not them. These are different. These, let's see, can you focus? It's probably really hard to focus. Are beautiful, but this is actually fake. This is cubic zirconia. So this is my pregnancy wedding band set. I ordered this from a company called Modern Gents, and when I ordered it, they gave me a referral code that gives you like 20% off. So if you're interested, I really like it. It looks and feels really real. It's like heavy and it's sterling silver. The actual ring is, and it like looks really real. It's probably really hard to tell on camera right now, but when you're wearing it, like, you cannot tell. It totally looks real, and it's beautiful. It's not exactly the same style as my actual ring, but I thought it'd be fun to mix it up, because my fingers have gotten bigger, way bigger. My regular set doesn't fit me, but I like to have rings on. But I also was happy. I didn't even bring my real rings with me on the trip that I just took. I just wore these, and I was like, if something happens to them or if I lose them or anything like that, I'm not actually losing my real rings. So once I am finished with being pregnant and the baby's here and my like ring size returns to normal, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a second set that's in my normal ring size, not in my upsized pregnancy ring size. To use for like whenever we go to Disney or whenever we go to the beach or anything like that, because I just found myself feeling a lot more secure having not my actual real rings with me. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link below to the website. You can go check it out. They have
I mean, beautiful stuff. It looks so real. And I'll include my like little referral code or whatever it is, so that if you want to get a few bucks off your order. But for all my pregnant mamas out there with swollen fingers, or if you're going away and you just don't want to have the risk of bringing real, fine jewelry with you, it's a good option. So anyway, that's the plan. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna get Nora and I some lunch here in a minute now that I've cooled down some. Oof, it was hot out there. I've like chugged so much water since I got home. Gonna get us some lunch, then Riley will be home in the next 30 to 45 minutes. I'm gonna go grab my manicure. I'll show you what my nails look like. They'll look a lot better. From far away you can't tell, but from up close, ooh girl, they look horrible. They'll look a lot better. And then I'm gonna wanna take a nap, probably, but I'm not gonna be able to. Maybe Nora will be down for like a little movie afternoon. It's just really hot to be outside, like for any kind of extended period of time. So that's the story. Welcome to my Thursday. All right, while I'm in here, let me show you this bump. Didn't make the bed today, probably won't make it. But let's take a look, because we are getting huge. I will be 27 weeks pregnant tomorrow, and that means that on Saturday I will be officially in my 3rd trimester. But look at her. Look at her go. You can tell I'm pregnant from the front. You can tell I'm pregnant from the side. And I've started waddling, so you can even tell I'm pregnant if you're behind me. All right, Nora, are you ready for some lunch? Hello. It's 8:30 p.m. now. Last I was telling you I was about to go get my nails done. Got them done. I did like a light pink. Super pretty. I'm in my PJs now. Riley is rocking Nora down to bed. I'm already in my PJs and I'm heading to bed. Sorry, a low power thing just flashed up on my phone, and I am heading to bed now. So I think I'm gonna wrap up this weekly vlog here. I think I have more than enough footage. This has been a very accurate representation of my life at present. Life right now has been kind of like at a snail's pace. The exhaustion of pregnancy and everything that comes along with that, plus a toddler, and trying to keep myself to some degree like healthy and well with this baby in my belly, plus run the business, take care of the house to some level, just all of those things. It's like my bandwidth is just shrunk. I just have very little excess energy or bandwidth for much else, but it's been okay. It's been really good. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.